I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix, everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at The Flash, issue number 22, the grand conclusion to the Button storyline. What will Bruce and Barry see at the beginning of creation? Can they stop the Reverse Flash? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as the comic opens, Batman and the Flash are chasing down Eobard Thawne as he has stolen the mysterious Button and is now trying to run all the way back to the beginning of creation. Now, as you might have guessed, our two heroes know exactly how this story ends, with Thawne blowing up into a big blue light and them being nowhere closer to the answers they seek. Thawne really doesn't care. As he puts it, Flash has already killed him once. Batman's father stabbed him with a sword. He's basically just one giant walking, talking paradox, and he doesn't think anything can hurt him. In fact, the way he puts it, maybe the only thing he could do with his life that would actually have any meaning is to go and see the face of God. Maybe doing so would allow him to change his fate. Thawne manages to do just that before knocking our two heroes off course. He is, however, shocked and horrified of what he actually ends up seeing, so much to the point he apologizes, only for Thawne to once again be completely wiped away in a fiery blue light. With the cosmic treadmill damaged, Batman and the Flash are now adrift in the time stream, only in this issue they don't call it the time stream, they call it something different. They call it hyper time, which was how DC Comics used to explain all their continuity stuff back in the olden times before it got retconned out. The heroes fear if they don't catch their bearings and soon they'll be forever lost in some bygone era. All throughout this issue, though, they've been hearing a voice from the hypertime streams, a voice that's somehow familiar. With no other options, Flash reaches out to the voice and he ends up getting saved by none other than Jay Garrick, the OG original Golden Age Flash and founding member of the Justice Society of America. Now, obviously, we as the readers know who Jay is and know his importance, but Batman and the Flash, not so much. Oh, they know he's a good guy, they know he's a speedster, and they know he was seemingly trapped in the Speed Force. But when Barry reaches out to touch Jay, much in the same way he touched Wally in the beginning of DC Universe Rebirth to try and anchor him to this world, it doesn't work. Jay once again ends up getting trapped in the Speed Force, and both Batman and the Flash are a little sad that they couldn't save their new friend. As Barry puts it, he was not his lightning rod in the same way he was Wally's, but he feels that he'll almost certainly be seeing Jay Garrick again soon. With the case more or less closed, Bruce and Barry end up going to the gravesite of the Waynes, Bruce feeling extra bummed at the idea that he was so close to getting reunited with his father only to have it all ripped away from him. In a nice bit of coming full circle from Flashpoint, Barry says, "Don't think of it as a loss, think of it as a gift." Ooh, mirroring what Batman said to him at the beginning of the New 52. Oh, you're so clever, Jeff Johns. If nothing else, Batman and the Flash finally know what they're up against now. The secret of the Button, the missing 10 years, and everything else. They're battling God. Not a god, not an old god, not a new god, but the god himself. For that, though, they will need much more research. Now, as the comic winds down, we get two very short epilogues. The first focuses on Bruce Wayne taking to heart what his father said before the Flashpoint universe crumbled about not giving up his life to being Batman. It's left pretty ambiguous, but it's the second epilogue that really hits you in the gut. You see, we see an oh-so-familiar yellow Comic Sans font, followed by a large blue hand reaching out to grab the comedian's button while it speaks to itself about a woman named Lori and how everyone is a puppet. The only difference is he can see the strings. So, there you go, everyone. Flash number 22, the Button number 4, and I gotta say, it delivered on pretty much everything I wanted. It's just a really cool time-hopping adventure with Batman and Barry Allen that goes out of its way to make great use of previous continuities and work them back into the fold. It also manages to further this whole JSA storyline that's been going on since DC Universe Rebirth. My money would be on Johnny Thunder being Jay Garrick's lightning rod that he needs to find. Then, of course, there's all the Watchmen stuff. I really have to admit, I love the restraint and the respect that they're giving to the Watchmen in this whole DC Universe storyline. They could very easily have had Dr. Manhattan come out, but they're playing it subtly and reserved. Beyond that, the book looks great, the dialogue is tight. If you're a Flash fan, or if you're just picking this book up for the first time because you want to see what's going on with the Button, I think you will be very pleasantly surprised. Overall, I would give this one a 9.5 5 out of 10. So there you go, everybody, one of the big event books coming out this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and while I have your attention, why not check out some of the other videos I have available from the channel. Want to keep up to date on all these big DC Universe events and my coverage on the channel? Well, there's no better way to do that than to follow me on Twitter at CapeJoel. I also have a Facebook and a few other social media feeds. Lastly, if you enjoy my content on the channel and you're feeling in something of a supportive mood, might I recommend dropping some chain skis down into my cyber tip jar in the description, or if you would prefer, you might like to become a patron. For as little as $1 a month, patrons help support me and the channel and also get exclusive videos and podcasts before anybody else. You win, I win, everybody wins, I tell you. So until next time, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in another video. Bye-bye.